So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us.
Oh, the first throw of the season is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, oh, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Thunderbirds are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The visitors' offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Slot receiver headed right. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing now from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass. is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Thunderbirds offense ready for their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. He's going to run it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
A throw on the move is caught. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a run, and it's the rookie from Nebraska. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. It is picked up by the defense.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The visitors' offense getting their final. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll work his way only to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Quick throw, take, oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out, and the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So you might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Thunderbirds, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's their punter now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This is taken at the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Thunderbirds offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll come up here 1st and 10. He runs with it. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game. A nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 50-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
At the 24-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 6-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Now a 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll start at the 2. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Drive will start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now a timeout for injury. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Set to go now on first and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll send a tight end in motion. Now, faking the give. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Here comes third and 6. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
To the ground, a first down run. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. One of the tight ends in motion right. Looking to throw here on second and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball down.
A hit, and he has lost the football. The defense has got it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
The Thunderbirds offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It is third and 10.
It's third and 10.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. This team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with first and 10. Slot man in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Here's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, he'll throw, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Receiver in motion, going right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass.
This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Not much developing there. Short pickup. Down to the 47. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Tight end on the move left. as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. That's taken in. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, and it works out as they convert on fourth down. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw again. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw yet again. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown. Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
And off the deflection, it is taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout. On fourth down, they'll send in the field goal unit. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the visitors are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Jaguars trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. He fields it at the 8. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. The home team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
And a mark him down just shy of the 40.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And it'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it. As you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6, it starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt, saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off.